Hi viewers, welcome to Deep Dive America. Today we discuss about the rise of AI in America. Let's get into it. Artificial intelligence is no longer science fiction. It's here, it's everywhere, and it's changing America faster than anyone expected. From factories to hospitals, classrooms to courtrooms, AI is making decisions that affect our lives. But should we trust it? Or be afraid of what comes next? The story of artificial intelligence begins in the 1950s with a groundbreaking question. Can machines think? This question, posed by British mathematician Alan Turing, would spark a revolution in both science and technology. Turing's work laid the foundation for what we now call AI, setting the stage for decades of research and development. Over the years, from the height of the Cold War to the dawn of Silicon Valley's tech boom, the US has remained at the forefront of the global AI race, constantly pushing the boundaries of what machines could do. During the Cold War, AI became a tool for military strategy, as researchers sought to develop machines that could perform complex calculations and decision-making. By the time the tech revolution hit in the late 20th century, AI had evolved from theoretical concepts to practical applications in fields like robotics, medical research, and data processing. Silicon Valley, with its culture of innovation and investment, became the epicenter of AI development, where companies began to realize the immense potential of this emerging technology. But everything changed in the 2010s with the explosion of deep learning, a subset of AI that uses algorithms to learn from vast amounts of data. Deep learning enabled machines to improve their performance over time without needing explicit programming for every task. This breakthrough led to AI systems that were not only faster and more efficient, but also capable of tasks that were once considered impossible for machines. The ability to recognize patterns in data, such as identifying faces in photos or understanding spoken language, marked a major leap forward. Deep learning also allowed AI to create entirely new things, like mimicking voices and writing computer code, abilities that were once confined to human expertise. Today, AI is smarter and more powerful than ever before. It can analyze complex data sets, generate creative content, and assist with everything from medical diagnoses to self-driving cars. AI has become a constant presence in our lives, often operating behind the scenes, from personalized recommendations on streaming services to facial recognition in security systems. But perhaps the most striking feature of today's AI is that it's getting better every single day. As machines are exposed to more data and as computational power continues to increase, AI systems are learning at an exponential rate, pushing the boundaries of what we once thought was possible. This rapid growth is both exciting and daunting as we begin to grapple with the consequences of AI's increasing influence in every aspect of our lives. What started as a question about whether machines could think has now become a reality, and it's changing the world faster than anyone could have predicted. AI has seamlessly woven itself into the fabric of our daily lives. It's in your phone, your fridge, your car, and even your search engine. Whether you're scrolling through social media, ordering food, or driving to work, AI is quietly at work behind the scenes, shaping your experience. It knows what you'll click next, what video you're likely to watch, and in some cases, it even seems to know what you'll think before you do. Take your smartphone, for example. Your phone's AI learns your habits. When you wake up, when you go to sleep, which apps you use most, and even how you navigate through them. It's constantly adjusting to offer you more personalized suggestions, from the music you might enjoy to the next product you might want to buy. It predicts your needs, sometimes with startling accuracy, making your life feel more convenient and efficient. And it's not just your phone. Your fridge may now have the capability to track your groceries and suggest recipes based on what you have inside, while your car can anticipate traffic patterns, recommend the quickest route, and even learn your driving habits. But AI's reach extends beyond personal convenience. It has become a powerful force in areas that directly impact our lives, such as finance, employment, and the justice system. In America, companies are increasingly turning to AI to make high-stakes decisions. For example, hiring processes now often rely on AI to screen resumes and assess candidates. AI analyzes patterns from past hiring decisions and compares them to resumes, sometimes eliminating candidates before a human even sees their application. While this can speed up hiring, it raises concerns about bias in the algorithms, as they may inherit biases from the data they're trained on, potentially leading to unfair outcomes. Similarly, AI plays a role in determining who gets access to loans. Financial institutions use AI algorithms to analyze creditworthiness, sometimes using a wider set of data points than traditional credit scores would capture. While this could make lending more accessible, it also raises concerns about fairness. AI might weigh certain factors that disproportionately affect specific groups, leading to decisions that perpetuate inequality. In the justice system, AI is being used to assess who gets bail or parole. Algorithms are increasingly used to predict whether someone is likely to reoffend, influencing bail decisions and sentencing. These systems are designed to be objective, but the data they rely on can be flawed or biased, sometimes leading to outcomes that disproportionately affect marginalized communities. While AI has the potential to improve efficiency and make decisions faster than humans, its widespread use in these critical areas brings significant ethical challenges. The question isn't just about whether AI can make better decisions. It's about who controls the technology, how transparent its processes are, and how we can ensure that it operates fairly. These concerns are leading to an ongoing debate about how to regulate AI to protect people's rights, avoid discrimination, and ensure accountability. The presence of AI in so many aspects of our lives is undeniable, but as it continues to evolve and expand, it's crucial that we ask ourselves tough questions about its impact. Is it enhancing our lives, or is it shaping our futures in ways that we aren't fully aware of? As we move forward, it's essential to balance innovation with careful oversight, ensuring that AI works for everyone, not just a select few. As AI continues to advance, it's reshaping industries in ways that are hard to ignore. From truck drivers to customer support agents, millions of American jobs are at risk. In 2023 alone, it was estimated that over 300,000 jobs were impacted by AI, and that number is only expected to grow. Many of the tasks that used to require human hands are now being taken over by machines capable of doing the same work, often faster, more efficiently, and at a lower cost. For example, in industries like transportation, self-driving trucks have the potential to replace millions of truck drivers. AI-powered logistics and automation systems can streamline delivery routes and optimize shipments, reducing the need for human labor in traditional trucking roles. This same trend is occurring in other sectors as well, where jobs that rely on repetitive tasks, like customer service, data entry, and even some aspects of retail, are being automated. While this might increase efficiency and lower costs for companies, it also means that large numbers of workers could find their roles redundant. But the impact of AI isn't limited to blue-collar jobs. White-collar work, traditionally considered safer from automation, isn't immune either. AI is making its way into professions that have long been seen as requiring human expertise, like law, healthcare, and even the arts. In the legal field, AI is already being used to write legal briefs, analyze contracts, and assist with research. It can quickly sift through massive amounts of data and provide insights that would take a human lawyer hours or even days to uncover. This technology has the potential to make legal services more affordable and accessible, but it also threatens to replace jobs that were once the domain of highly skilled professionals. In healthcare, AI is diagnosing illnesses with increasing accuracy. Machine learning models are being trained on vast data sets of medical records to detect patterns that might be invisible to the human eye. From identifying cancers in medical imaging to recommending treatment plans based on a patient's history, AI is enhancing the capabilities of healthcare providers. But as AI continues to improve, it raises concerns about the future of healthcare jobs, particularly in areas like radiology and diagnostics, where AI could take over much of the work traditionally done by medical professionals. AI has even made its way into the creative fields. It's composing music, generating art, and writing literature. While some might argue that these AI-created works lack the soul or authenticity of human-made creations, The fact remains that AI is already capable of producing content that is impressively complex and lifelike. For musicians and artists, this means that their work could be replaced by algorithms, potentially leaving them without opportunities to earn a living from their craft. This brings us to an important question. Is AI making us more efficient, or is it making us more disposable? On one hand, AI's ability to handle tasks faster and more accurately can lead to increased productivity. It can free up human workers to focus on more complex, creative, or strategic tasks, potentially improving our work lives in many ways. But on the other hand, it raises the real concern that large portions of the workforce could be left behind. As automation takes over, we're left wondering how society will adjust to these massive shifts. The reality is that AI is creating both opportunities and challenges. While it promises new levels of efficiency and productivity, it also risks displacing workers and transforming entire industries in ways that many aren't prepared for. The question we must ask is, how do we strike a balance between embracing AI's potential while ensuring that workers aren't left behind? How do we manage this transition, ensuring that people who lose their jobs to AI are given the tools and opportunities to adapt to a rapidly changing world? As AI becomes more advanced, we must find a way to navigate this complex landscape, to harness the power of AI while also protecting the workers whose livelihoods are at stake. The impact of AI will not just be measured by how much more efficient we become, but by how we choose to respond to its effects on our workforce and our society. AI doesn't just serve us, it watches us. Facial recognition technology, one of the most widely used applications of AI, is now embedded in airports, stores, and even police departments across America. It's being used to identify individuals in crowded spaces, track movement, and even predict potential threats. The goal is often to increase safety and convenience, from speeding up airport security lines to preventing theft in retail stores. But as AI continues to monitor our daily lives, one critical question arises. Who controls it? And what happens when it gets things wrong? The reality is that facial recognition systems aren't perfect. They rely on vast data sets to learn how to identify faces, and if the data they're trained on is incomplete or flawed, the technology can make mistakes. These errors can have serious consequences. For instance, a person might be misidentified, leading to wrongful detentions, arrests, or even accusations of crimes they didn't commit. In some cases, facial recognition has even been shown to perform worse on people of color, particularly black individuals compared to white people. This bias in the algorithm can have devastating effects, especially when it's used in sensitive contexts like law enforcement. When an AI system is wrong, the consequences can be irreversible. Imagine being wrongly identified as a criminal, or being denied access to an important service just because an algorithm misread your face. These mistakes can tarnish reputations, disrupt lives, and undermine public trust in the technology. And because AI systems operate at such a massive scale, these errors can affect thousands, if not millions of people, all without ever truly understanding why or how the mistakes were made. The larger issue is accountability. When something goes wrong, who is responsible for the mistake? Is it the company that created the facial recognition system? The government agency using it? Or is it the algorithm itself, which, unlike humans, doesn't have the capacity for intent or understanding? As AI becomes more integrated into our daily lives, these questions will become more urgent, and the need for clear regulations and oversight becomes critical. Moreover, as AI continues to watch us, there are growing concerns about privacy. Facial recognition systems, by design, capture and store vast amounts of personal data, often without our knowledge or consent. The mere presence of such technology in public spaces raises questions about surveillance, control, and the erosion of personal freedoms. While AI can be used to improve security, it also opens the door to potential misuse. Whether it's tracking individuals without their permission or using facial data for purposes other than what it was originally intended for, the reality is that when an algorithm is biased or inaccurate, the consequences are not just theoretical. They're real, and they can have life-altering effects. We must ask ourselves, how do we ensure that these technologies are used ethically, and who is responsible when they fail? As AI continues to watch, track, and identify us, it's crucial that we establish safeguards to protect individuals from the harms that can result from biased or inaccurate algorithms. Without this, we risk creating a future where AI does more harm than good. The debate over AI's future is one of optimism versus caution. On one side, many see AI as a powerful tool that could solve some of humanity's most pressing problems. Some believe that AI will revolutionize healthcare, curing diseases that have long plagued us, from cancer to Alzheimer's. Others argue that AI could be pivotal in combating climate change by helping us develop more efficient energy systems, predicting environmental changes, and finding sustainable solutions at a global scale. The promise of AI is immense, a future where life is easier, safer, and more efficient. But not everyone shares this optimistic vision. There are those who warn that AI could be one of the greatest threats humanity has ever faced. They fear that as AI becomes more powerful, we may lose control over it, leading to unintended consequences that could be catastrophic. Elon Musk, one of the most vocal critics of unchecked AI development, has even gone as far as to call it a summoning of the demon. His warning is rooted in the fear that once AI reaches a certain level of intelligence, it could become an unstoppable force, potentially outpacing human decision-making and control. Musk's view reflects a deep concern that, in our race to advance AI, we may unknowingly create a technology that could pose a serious risk to our survival. On the other hand, Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, recognizes AI's potential, but advocates for a more cautious approach. He emphasizes that we must move carefully as we develop AI, acknowledging its vast capabilities while warning of the dangers that come with rapid, unregulated advancement. Altman believes that the key to ensuring a safe future with AI lies in responsible development and ethical considerations. Without careful regulation and oversight, he argues, AI could inadvertently lead us into dangerous territory, risking catastrophe if we fail to understand the full scope of its power. So, which future lies ahead for us? Will AI become a tool that elevates humanity to new heights, or will it spiral out of control and threaten our very existence? The stakes are incredibly high, and as AI continues to evolve, it's crucial that we strike a balance between innovation and caution. The promises are immense, but so too are the risks. The path we take in developing and regulating AI will shape the future of humanity, and it's a decision we can't afford to get wrong. The rise of AI in America is not just a story about technology. It's a story about us, the people. As AI continues to transform every facet of our lives, from the way we work to the way we interact with the world around us, it's clear that the choices we make today will have a lasting impact on future generations. The way we handle the development and integration of AI will determine whether it becomes a force for good or a source of unintended consequences. So, should we be worried? Maybe. There are real concerns about privacy, job displacement, and the ethical challenges that come with powerful technologies. But more importantly, we should be paying attention, staying informed, asking the tough questions, and making sure we're steering this technology in the right direction. As AI continues to evolve, it's up to all of us to ensure it works for everyone, and not just a select few. Now, we want to hear from you. What do you think? Is AI helping or hurting America? As we navigate this new era, your voice matters. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going, because the future of AI isn't just in the hands of developers and policymakers, and it's in ours as well.